You have $1 million on the line. Who's your anchor for the U.S.? Men and women.
When's the race?
Right now.
Right now, not tomorrow, not this summer, but right now.
Right now.
Okay, so or it's happening in 3 minutes. The race already started.
We're in the
I gotta figure out my
backstretch
anchor
of
now.
the third lap. The backstretch has happened.
Okay, so the person's coming. I
Colt's
got
coming.
pick. I got like
Colt's got a
20
clock on it.
seconds to figure out who's going to
Yeah.
be on this anchor. Okay.
One of these answers is easy. One of them is hard.
Okay. One of them is easy. One of them is hard.
For the women, I think it's a little easier. For the men, I think it's very difficult. But I have a
The
strong feeling
women,
about the men.
I'm going to Thing Mo. Yeah.
Same.
Sorry. Yeah. No, I'm not doing Allison. I'm not. We haven't seen her training. I have no idea. Sydney and Dalila, they also could be not 100% right now because they didn't do indoor. At least the thing showed that she did something indoors. So, a Thing Mo. Or maybe I should change the rules to like this summer because I don't want to eliminate someone just because they didn't run indoors.
Yeah, that wasn't my point of
Okay.
saying it's right now. My point of saying it's right now is it's not, hey, in 3 years, this person's going to
Yeah. A Thing Mo for the
be able
women.
to split a 42. Okay,
for the men, I can give you nominees.
but you're going to have to pick somebody because it's $1 million and they're coming around the curve right now. Colt is watching the race.
Nominees would be, I would think Rye Benjamin. I would think Randolph Ross. I would think Michael Norman. I would think Fred Curley. I would think
Michael Cherry.
Michael Cherry. I would think. Okay, I would not do Michael Norman. I would not do Rye Benjamin. I would not do Cherry. I think it would be between Grant Holloway, Randolph Ross, and Fred Curley. I think those would be my final three.
I like how you threw Holloway in there.
Yeah.
I like how you always include Holloway.
Gotta always include Holloway.
Okay.
And for Holloway, I would have to have a conversation with him. I have to sit him down because I know I only have 15 seconds left. And they go, Grant, have you been like, should I do this? And he'll tell me like yes or no. And I'll be like, he'll be like, he'll tell me the truth. Because he'll tell me if like, no, I can run 43 seconds or no, I can't. So Fred Curley, I would consider, but as good as Fred Curley is, I would think about 2017 when Fred Curley got walked down by Trinidad and Tobago. Was it 2017 when that happened?
Yeah.
So that would be in my mind. Now, again, that was 5 years ago. And Fred's a new man. He's a different man. He was a boy then. He's a man now.
Yeah.
And so in these 20 seconds, I would need Fred to give me a one-sentence reason why that won't happen again. And if he's convincing enough in his one-sentence reason why he's not going to let me down, like in 2017, then I would consider him. So he needs to tell me why 2017 won't happen again. Grant Holloway needs to tell me if he's even run over 110 meters in the past like 80 days. And then Randolph Ross, I would have the most trust in him because I just saw him run incredibly well. But he didn't run that well in the 4x4 because he was tired.
Exactly.
So I thought that's Randolph Ross. Yeah. Hey, man, are you tired right now? Did you just do a workout?
And as they round the third corner, there's 3 men waiting for the handoff, and Gordon Mack conducting an interview with them. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm conducting interviews. All right, so I think I would pull Grant because there's just too much unknown. It's Grant. If it was college Grant, then I would keep him on there. So it'd be between Curley and Randolph Ross, and I think at the end of the day, I think I would do Curley. I mean, he's showing that he's fit. He's ran 9.99, 20 flat, 44 seconds. Gotta do Curley. So I would erase 2017 from my memory and be like, Curley, go for it. give me my $1 million. Plus, Curly is going to be like, you're giving me all the million. The problem with Curly is he's probably going to ask for all the $1 million because he's been tweeting that he's worth $1 million. And he's going to be like, Gordon, you don't get the $1 million. I do. So then because
Yeah,
of that,
yeah.
I might have to switch it
Fair.
to Randolph Ross, who won't ask for the $1 million. He'll only ask for
How
an
about-
NIL deal of $1 million, of a couple thousand.
How about instead you just owe $1 million if you lose? How about that? So you don't have to worry about
Okay.
that part of the question. The fact, though,
I'll do
that you
Fred
had
Curly.
questions about all three of those guys is part of the reason why I would pick someone completely different than the three you mentioned. I would pick a guy where there are no questions, a guy who's been in numerous high-pressure 4x4s in his career, and he always delivers. And that's Rai Benjamin. I would just feel real confident that you'd get a solid run from Rai Benjamin. Because as I said, you're getting the stick maybe half second behind. You're not getting the stick 2 seconds behind or a second behind. You just need a really solid leg here. Something in the 43s obviously get you in the mix. And I just feel like Rai, he's come in this fictitious scenario, he's coming off the 4-meter hurdles, where again, he's always performed at the big meets in the 4-meter hurdles. Now you can say he lost to Warholm. All right, lost to the greatest of all time. And Rai Benjamin gave him a good race both times. So he's coming with a little extra motivation, though, Gordon, if he lost to Warholm. And if he beat Warholm, he's on cloud 9. And he's just going to keep that momentum rolling. And he's going to win this 4x4. So I feel really strongly the answer is Benjamin.
Yeah. I don't know. Benjamin is too he's too
He's so
consistent for
composed.
me. Because
That's what I want.
His floor and ceiling are so close to each other. It's just I don't like it. I want to look up and feel like, ooh, maybe I get something great. Even though I know I look down and it's bad, but I can look up and it's great. So, Rai Benjamin is too
The reason is
too safe for me. I want to live a little wild. If I'm putting $1 million on the line, I want to get my blood pressure moving.
the reason his floor and ceiling are close together is because his floor is on the 15th story, basically. He doesn't fall out. Yeah. I mean, look at some of his college splits. They're insane.
Oh, yeah, I know.
In that indoor 4x4, right? He had that for USC where
we're doing indoor 4x4 college splits. Come on, what are we doing now?
My point is, I want a guy who has experience in big moments handling pressure because I have $1 million on the line.
Yeah.
That's my point. Now, it's not his money, so maybe he doesn't feel any pressure. But I want to know that person has been in tough spots and they've always come through.